Wow.
Wow, Luce, that is quite an entrance. Kind of mind-blowing. Luce. Welcome back to Twitch. So glad to see you streaming again. That is truly warms my heart. Warms my heart to see people return to Twitch after a short break. Maybe even under duress, but you know, very, very nice to see you. So let's welcome in everyone, and thank you so much for the raid as well, Luz, of course. Much appreciated. Hello, TD. TD, you also get a shout out, my friend. TD will most probably be streaming after me today, so we might give TD a little raidy raid. Hello, welcome in Steffi, welcome in That Noob. Switch to just waiting screen. I don't have a just waiting screen. I have the be right back one. Thank you so much. Also Ian for tooting on my stream. It is highly appreciated. I appreciate you, Luz. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow, Limuan the 77. Welcome in White Panther. Shout out to White Panther as well. Fearless Leader. That tick is glorious. That emote, Panther Moth, is also glorious. My first stream back since Panther's back. Oh, everything is just coming together nicely. Hello, Jay Walter. Let's get the drops going. Oh, what's happening with drop? Is something wrong here? I thought someone triggered drop before. Let's check out where drop is. Drop game. Browser source. Refresh. Dr. Dynamite. Did you think I was ignoring you? Is that what you thought? I have it on this scene, actually. Dr. Dynamite, I was just waiting because you get a special shout out. The doctor is here, friends. You know, I don't want them to overlap, you know. Let's drop and see if I fixed it. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably a credentials thing. It's probably a credentials thing. Why not? Like, why not? Of course it's a credentials thing. Of course. Of course. Okay, refresh. Let's see what happens. Maybe no drop game today. Parachute drop. Well, you know what? We'll just edit it. Why not? Why not? I'll just add it. It's no problem. In the meantime, we can have a little bit of a chitty chat. I actually wanted to go live and just chatting today. Did I even edit my stream title actually? I don't even know what it is. Did I even edit it? What is the stream title for today? Now I'm afraid. I don't think I even edited it. Let's check what Stream Manager says. I probably did something weird. Oh dear. It's not what I wanted.
Wow.
Thank you, Lycan, for the follow. How are you not following already? That's surprising. Yes, bathing in Twitch channel.
Information. Ones and zeros never lie.
Ones and zeros never lie. It's true. Thank you also for the good vibes, Dr. Dynamite, and whoever's throwing all the paper balls and sending good vibes afterwards, Ian.
Garbage.
That's my response. Garbage. That's my response. Blue, red, and green disco lights. Yes, give me 1 second here. I need to finish adding tags to my stream because otherwise we're not going to get found. And that would be a real shame. I've updated that. All right, next thing. Parachute drop. Y'all want drop game? Oh wait, I'll do the disco thing first. Red, blue, wait, blue, red, and green. Okay. I can't promise when it's gonna switch between the colors though, TD. I think Maddie just doesn't want to use any of my tools. I found a place in your heart, Dr. Dynamite. How have I done that? How have I done that? Hide until drop. No clouds. Bit cheers. Command is drop. Enable drop via chat. Channel point call 0000000. Click to copy. Browser source. Okay. Oh, additional permissions. Add your streams, add your tags, then with one press all of your tags will be applied before your stream. Wow, that's some true savagery. So I added the browser source. Do I have to refresh it again? I have a suggestion, Panther. All claw members must use Chaos Ball overlay. Oh no. Are you actually going to enforce? Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Very strange. I did the... Okay, hold on. I'll do it again. I'll do it one more time, and if it doesn't work, we're going to abandon it. And you're just going to have to survive without the drop game for one stream. Honestly, chat. Like, really. It's just, you know, 1920 by blah blah blah. No drop, literally unwatchable. Panther makes no more rules. Is that so? Hey, we're back in business, people. Let's drop. There we go. I've satisfied all your cravings. Okay, that's done. So stream's done. We're good. How's everyone's Monday going so far? I have interesting news for you. Also, is there a line under my face around here where my hand is right now? Is there a line showing? I think it's just in OBS. It's a bit weird. No. Okay, then it's just in OBS doing some weird drawing things. Also, my circle from my camera looks like it's in the drop game. Also, good land, Jay Walter. Good land. Yes, so I have interesting news. You have such issues as well, Noob. My OBS monitors, yeah, something weird. What a track. So the news is that I will probably need to change my stream schedule. Hello, Gak! There is a line, oh dang, we just missed an excellent trolling opportunity. Yeah, Jay Walter, you really did. But that's your fault. Gak, what are you doing here? Isn't it past your bedtime? Gak is awesome. Please do go follow Gak if you are not already, which would be very weird if you're not, because we are all in like the same space together. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Monday so far. I might have to change my stream schedule. The Friday one is oftentimes a bit of a difficult situation at the moment. But so this Friday I will not be able to stream, but I may move it to a different time this week because this Wednesday is my last working day at my current job, and then I have 3 weeks off. So there's also a good chance that, that's why I said there's mixed news. The other news is that there's a good chance that sometime in September I will be doing a longer stream, something more pushing towards the sort of 12-hour mark, let's say. Maddie goes clubbing. I do not party anymore. I'm too old for partying. Also, TD, I need to turn off the lights, disco lights now. I find it highly distracting for any more than like 3 minutes. 12 hours, holy data, man. To the sequel mobile. Oh, speaking of sequel, I have a fun one. I've added something funny. Oh, excuse me, hold on.
You have a collect call from
Harry Sequel?
at the Claw County Prison. This call may be monitored or recorded. To accept the charges for this call, press 1. To refuse this call, hang up.
Does anyone here know a Harry Sequel? I feel like I shouldn't accept that call. No way. I'll get charged too much money. One of those prison collect calls. Maddie, no shoes for 3 weeks. That's right, Dr. Dynamite. I shall have no shoes on for 3 weeks. J. Walter, are you calling me? Ring ring. Ring ring. Actually, the official one would be like this. The official one would be like this. I think you all know who this is.
Announcement. Announcement.
Linwan, what is your next job? So for the next 3 months, I'm going to be working for a company out of Berlin. I will announce it once it's all done, said and done and signed. I have the contract and stuff. I just need to go over it again. And then from next year, I'll actually be working on my startup full time. Kit Bodega. Kit Boga, yeah. Kit Bodega. Have you heard this one? Don't ask SQL devs to help you carry furniture, they drop tables. Oh, Gak, why would you? Why would you, Gak? You didn't need to, you know? You didn't need to. Really didn't need to. Yeah, so I'll be going full time with my startup. The site's in German, but you can use Google Translate if you want to know a little bit more about that. But today is not a startup stream. Today is more work on project stream, aka the most amazing project ever created on Twitch. Gak says, because I had to carry some furniture over the weekend and was cracking myself up with that joke the whole time. Wait, did you have SQL devs helping you? Because that would have been the opportunity to use that joke, that's for sure. That would have been pretty hilarious. So what is the project? What is the project? Well, oh yeah, this one's pretty epic, TD. I like this track too. What's the project? Well, as you saw from the description, it's all about having information. So I was talking about this with another streamer. I had a call Sunday evening, yesterday, I won't say who it is. I was talking with this streamer. They stream on Twitch, Science and Tech, and I was explaining the idea of this tool, and they said to me, "Yeah, but why would I use it?" And I said, and they're fairly like non-technical, let's say, as far as like tech streamers go. And I said, well, it's about having the information, and then you can decide what to do with it, you know? And right now, Twitch doesn't give you this information. Twitch doesn't tell you, hey, there's a user in chat who's been watching 96% of your streams since you started streaming. They don't tell you that. Co-op software and game dev, not sci tech. This is true. At least I'm in the right category for today, I think. I mean, this is more software. The whole category thing is... Gak says, my friend from work who does almost all the SQL for our two-man team was helping me. Ah, you see, you could have made the joke. Gulabi, hello. I knew someone had to do this. I was wondering why no one had done it yet. Look, Gulabi, Twitch doesn't provide this to you because they don't care. That's the reality. The big streamers, all they have is emote spam in chat. What do they care about doing sentiment analysis about your chat? And does Twitch care about small streamers? I don't think so, because they mostly just cost them money. They don't actually make money from them. So, you know. Also, hi, Gulabi, and welcome into the stream. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a while, huh? Alan, are you the category police? Like, when I'm not doing it, someone has to do it, right? Big streamers are like 500 emotes per second. Exactly. Speaking of which, maybe we can just do emote-only chat. How about that? How about that? Now you gotta spam emotes to communicate with me because I'm such a big streamer. Lols. The irony is that most of you are VIPs, so you can just chat anyway. I think it's a bit mean to activate emote only chat. That's my opinion.
Garbage.
Totally an emote. Absolutely. YOLO. Yeah, so VIPs in chat, there is something special for you. If you've been wondering about, you know, what benefits do you get? Well, thank you for sending good vibes, Gak. There are commands in chat that are the memes that are only available to VIPs.
I'm sorry.
No, be sincere. Like this. I'm sorry.
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 I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good. That's the
Garbage.
Noob is spamming garbage because it's not memebox, which I know.
I'm hip. I surf the web. I text. LOL. Laugh out loud.
I really
OMG.
shouldn't have
Oh
done
my
this.
God.
This was the
WTF,
worst
why the
decision.
face?
This was the worst decision. I should not have made them accessible.
Data.
If you didn't want to play, then why'd you come to the party?
Ones and zeros never lie.
I don't know how Stream Elements does the queue stuff. Yeah, I know. It's... Ian, you're new here. Where are the ducks? The ducks are not here because this is technology.
My faith in data. Information. Ones and zeros never lie.
Ones and zeros never lie. Not everything has to be memebox. Fight me. Is this a bot raid? Oh gosh, how I wish it was. I love the face slap one. This is one of my favorite ones. I don't have a happy one, Limon.
I am.
I should probably have a happy one. I need to find a good one for happy.
There it is.
What are the odds?
TD that only works with someone named Michael. Tomorrow, this is why I'm continuing the mixed news thing, by the way. Tomorrow I'm actually going into the office
Next chart
for...
shows the drop in the crime rate over the last month.
Or
I
Or-
just erased everything.
yeah.
I erased everything. Yeah. I'm going into the office to give my key back and say goodbye to people and stuff. And so I was watching Kimmy and
I think
no!
I am
Stop spamming my commands. I can't make it work. There's no schema to it. So- this clip from Kimmy was just so perfect for it. Drop chat. Select start from chat. Yeah, so Memebox could have used a cooldown. Yes. On Stream Elements, I also have the ability to implement a cooldown in the thing, but I have not done it because I didn't think people would spam it. But of course, if I have a command called memes.
I'm hip. I surf the web. I text. LOL. Laugh out loud. OMG. Oh my god. WTF. Why the face?
World's worst idea, giving chat access to a thing like that. Hey, I'm trusting VIPs.
If you didn't
Not
want to play,
just-
then why'd you come to the party?
Very appropriate. Very appropriate.
I'm hip. I surf the web. I text. LOL. Laugh out loud. OMG. Oh my god. WTF. Why the face?
Can't push their luck. But Memebox,
Or
I would like to get Memebox up and running. At the moment, I'm just focused on this project, so I don't want to focus on two projects, you know? Noob, you know what I mean? You know? So
Next
if you
chart
have...
shows the drop in the crime rate over the last month.
If you have any suggestions
I just erased everything.
for names, it's not like you're working on Memebox, you know what I mean? But it's... you know, you have to like... Implementing it is like a dev thing for me. Oh yeah, Jay Walter went online to like do some quick pop-up stream and then come back or something. I don't know exactly Panther what he's doing. Memebox called to say, but Memebox is quick and easy to set up. Yeah, in before Noob comes in with it's so easy to set up you don't even need a whole stream. The bot of Alan is reporting in. Why am I so warm today, chat? Jesus. Don't understand this. It's like... Yeah, you know? Do you want a bot here? Hey bot, say hello. Are you just dual chatting, Alan? Or is your bot sentient? Anyway, if you have any name suggestions for whatever this is called, I still don't have a real name for it. I've been referring to it as Streamlens or Streambragger or whatever. Stats for you. If you have any name suggestions, then just plop them in the chat. I mean, I don't know if it's below. Ooh, Chaos Bits. Thank you, Gag. Let's go and drop. See if you can land with all the potatoes flying around. Also, FYI, they're chocolate Easter eggs, in case you were really wondering what they are. So what have I done with this since last stream? Basically, we're on this sort of do analytics part. Sorry about cough. Yeesh, 8518. That's actually a pretty good drop, considering all the spam going around. So last stream, we got to the point where we have everything running. In terms of like building one feature, right? Because what we're doing, it's not rigged. Stop saying it's rigged. It's not rigged. Canhorn, welcome in. I've always wanted to do that. My horn is a lot more powerful than Panther's horn on her stream. So as long as there is bit spam, you can try and drop. There's always a chance. Oh, Ian with that 5k. With that 5k bit badge. That's a flex right there. Honk honk can horn indeed. Oh, Ian, it's so close. That was very close. 5k of farts. Yeah, you're right about that. That's 5k of tooting. I have to keep switching back and forth between you and Jay Walter because iOS. It's so hype in here. Yeah, the Jay Walter stream is like a little bit of a different vibe. It's true. Oh yeah, actually colors are wrong today. Let's switch the colors up.
Put my face
Do analytics.
information. Ones and zeros never lie.
Ones and zeros never lie. Which is why maybe we should call it ones and zeros never lie. We should just call the product. We should just call it ones and zeros never lie. There's circles in Jay Walters. Yeah, don't you have like a second computer, Panther? I mean, now that you're partner, you can surely afford a second computer. I mean, Arsenal. That's actually a pretty good acronym. The domain is probably available. oasinal.com. That was risky, by the way. I didn't know if that was Twanalytics. So I know that what I know from other streamers is that I cannot include any names like Twitch or TikTok or like brand names in it. So it would have to be called something else. So Twanalytics would work. Twatix. Isn't that more for Twitter? Twatix. oas.nl. Oh, 3-letter domain? 3-letter domain, you say? I have some of those for sale. Okay, I'm gonna open it off stream so that if it is something bad, then oh, it's super boring. It's literally like some HR company. Boo. Hey bot, what are your directives? Destroy all humans. Alan has been playing around with a Twitch bot. That's fun. Yeah, so do analytics. What does that mean? Essentially, what I did when I ran my Node app today, what it did is it fetched the most current follower in my database. Oh, Cantidosan! Welcome in. Thank you for the raid, friend. Nice to see you. That's the second time, isn't it? I think that's the second time in 2 weeks. Cantidosan is actually working on putting in effort to become a data scientist, right? That's what I understand. Maybe you'd like to actually talk to Gulabi in my chat, because Gulabi is actually a data scientist. You two could definitely exchange on that topic. Network. Oh, you know Gulabi. Wonderful. That's perfect. Analytics on who you get raids from. Did I miss part of your message? Limuan? I feel like I missed part of your message. He stops by and gives encouragement from time to time. Oh, that's so nice. Gulabi is very encouraging. It's true. It's very, very true. Gulabi, you also stream, from what I remember. Occasionally. Ooh, TD, nice landing. So I didn't miss half your message. Analytics on who you get raids from. Well, for now, okay, in the project plan, there are like features that I've planned out. For the moment, the first feature that I'm working on is developing stuff around the followers, because I want to just do one feature completely end to end, and then finalize the app and build all the other features with all the other data. At the moment, the only data that we're getting is about my followers. So basically what I did is I set up a Postgres database. We did this like the last few streams. So I think the oldest one is, yeah, from the 19th of July. That's like the oldest follower entry I have. I could have gotten earlier ones, but I just chose not to do it for now. And basically when I started this Node app up today, it went and got the most current follower in my database, which is where we were when Kantido-san came in. And so that was the 31st at 13:07:19, which is this one here, Cheese Lover. And what a drop indeed. So that was the latest follower in my database before today. And then when I did it then went to get those followers that were missing, or let's say the more recent follows since that timestamp. It found 6 entries, and then it wrote those 6 into here. So that's Killer Codes, LJ2 Shoes, nice username, Vonline9, Twitch 191020, that's a funny one, ADHD Designer, and Space Pajamas. It seems finally I will be able to stream more often. Kantido-san is my hero, unironically, by the way. Why is he your hero? That's very cool. And you'll be able to stream more often. That's also very nice. If you are not already following Gulabi, then you should go check out his channel so that you can be alerted to when he goes live next time. Because that is the way to get notifications on Twitch, is by following streamers. Yes, so basically my followers are now up to date, and I have all the timestamps. And Limo, in regards to your question about raids and analytics about raids, the idea would be, for example, when someone enters your chat, everyone enters at the exact same timestamp. So it's something we still have to test, but from what I've seen so far, when there's a raid, all the users who enter chat at that time, they've all entered at the same timestamp. So essentially you would group them together. You don't officially from Twitch get the information about which people came in from what raid, but there is a way to kind of deduce it in a way. Watching Kantido-san's progress day after day gives me hope. That's nice. Yeah, it is nice to watch people make progress. Definitely. So where are we today is that we have all our followers in the database. I mean, we have like enough followers in the database. It's 70. And what we can do from that is now write our first SQL code to actually process that data. So it's a bit confusing, right? I mean, on the one hand, of course I could work on this async function here, which gets the follower data, right? Because at the moment we're just doing 3 manual calls to ensure that we get enough followers, because you get 60, you get 20 per call. So you get 60 follows, and I don't get that many follows, but obviously this function would need to be rewritten properly. So that's something we could do perhaps later. But I was thinking, firstly, I'd like to write the first feature. And we started this last time, which is compute follower data. So essentially in the flow of the app, ideally you would have this thing sitting in OBS while you stream. So I've got, for example, a couple panels in OBS like chat and activity feed and stuff like that. Ideally, as a streamer, you're going to have a panel there called Raid Channel Legends or whatever it's called. And it will show you these various indicators. And one of them might be with follower data. It's just a test at the moment, right? So we have to do this analytics part, and then we can basically do the output to browser locally. And then once we have that, we can put it in OBS and actually see how it performs during a stream. And that would be like the test, right? So that's kind of the idea now, is to sort of finish off this analytics bit and then work on actually outputting it into a browser, which I have no idea how I want to do that. I really have no clue right now. Ooh, I landed. Limo, it looks like you could land as well. That actually looks very promising. Oh, a bit short. You landed, but it was a bit short. So essentially, in order to kind of do the analytics part, I actually want to write some SQL. And we wrote this SQL last time. This function here. So this was a function. A statement. This was a SQL query. Is it readable, chat, by the way? Is it large enough? I feel like it's a bit small. Let me just open this up a bit. So essentially this async function, it executes the SQL, and at the moment it's just putting it, so it's executing the SQL on the database on Postgres, and it's just console logging it. I mean, it's just returning the rows. So it's not like very sophisticated yet. Obviously, I would probably want to write this back into the database. This is something to also think about, whether we execute this query each time on the database and put it in, and that's like, this gets called, like this function here, compute follower data, like for performance, right? Would we call this entire function every time in the front end and like have an interval running that it calls it every X minutes or whatever? Or would we actually write this information into the database and then basically have, so compute follower data, and then have a read follower data, or read follower KPI or whatever it's called, from a separate table. So at the moment we have this user followers table. We could easily have another table called, I don't know, user followers KPI or followers KPI, for example, with the result of this query. So if we look at the result of this query, we can see here what I've done is created a time interval, essentially from today in 1 hour increments all the way back to the 30th of August, which is more than a week now. So there's quite a bit of data there. And it's showing me where I have my new followers. Now, this isn't a very good data set to work with because I don't get a lot of followers. So what I'm going to do for the purposes of just trying this out is I'm actually going to go and reduce this interval. Oops, hold on a second. I did something here. I'm actually going to reduce this to... what is happening here? Clear read-only status. Why am I in read-only? Do not show this dialogue in the future. Okay. Maybe even skip the 0 entries. So Noob, this is very important. I don't want to skip the 0 entries because I need to compute a metric about velocity. And the zeros are very important because they tell me about when I didn't gain followers. So kind of, in this case, it's very counterintuitive, but in data, like when something happens is just as important when something doesn't happen. So basically what I want to do is actually change the interval to 1 day. And I'm going to truncate all my follows to all the timestamps of my followers. I'm going to actually put them into days. And then I need to change the time interval Ah, what was this again? This was... Why did I do this? Why did I do this way? Does anybody know why I did this? Bot, what are you doing to his computer? It wasn't me. You have to program in a lot of
Ones
those
and
commands.
zeros never lie.
Karen, you're absolutely right. Ones and zeros never lie. She's right about that. I don't know what I did here. Or I know what I did here, but I don't know why I did it. So if I do timestamp, this automatically makes intervals. Strange. What if I don't do it this way? What if I do, for example, full TS?
Nothing against Twitter or Instaban. That means also no Instagram.
Nothing against terms of service or Instaban. That also means no Instagram. She didn't put enough emphasis on the pause in between no and Instagram. But I got your joke, noob. I did indeed. So this is interesting. Why? Oh, I need the comma here. I don't know what the issue is here. This is already by day. Seems fine to me. What if I go back to like July? 3 followers there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there.
Garbage.
Exclamation point garbage.
Did you make Karen trigger the garbage? That's pretty funny. So even on a daily basis, I don't really have a lot of data to go on. I actually might reduce this even further. Just for testing purposes, I might just put this to a week. Why not? What an odd... Why is it showing me 1900? In any case, it's not working correctly because there's some issue here with the join. Shouldn't have done that. I'll just undo everything. Okay, so we have 1 hour. What if I do... Okay, so now I have 2 times... I don't know why I did this. It doesn't really matter. The sequel is not so important today, funnily enough, because I'm just looking at intervals, and so I can make the interval larger. What's 3600 times... Hold on a second. So it's 60 seconds to a minute. 3600 divided by 60. 60 minutes is 1 hour. So this is currently 1 hour. So if I wanted to do a week, I would have to do times 24 times 7, which would be 604.8. 6048. 604,800. Okay. 604,800. Okay. That works. So I'm just going to work with a week for the moment because I don't have a lot of options. TD would like Fiona. Then let's bring in Fiona. Oh, look, there she is. She's just here. Just floofing. Is she facing towards the couch? Is she really? Is she like? She's literally facing towards the
hip. I
couch.
surf the web. I text. LOL. Laugh out loud. OMG. Oh my god. WTF. Why the face?
That's funny. She doesn't do that very often. Fiona is our bunny rabbit, Limon, who you can see here. The little gray, black, fluffy thing is Fiona. Bunny. She does seem to like that. No way! Surely you remembered. I didn't mean to raid me. I meant to raid someone in science and tech or software and game development. One of the two categories. Thank you so much, Shirley, for the raid. How was the rest of your September update, by the way? I'll have to watch the VOD and catch up on the rest of the information. If you do not know Shirley, so Shirley is like an OG data streamer on Twitch. She has had a lot going on in her life, so she doesn't stream as often as she used to. But I highly recommend these monthly check-ins are a really great chance to hear what's going on in Shirley's life, and it's always super interesting to hear what Shirley talks about. So that is like the third raid today or something, so this is kind of nuts. Gaston, how are you? Nice to see you again. It's been a very long time, and yes, surely it's been a very long time that we spoke. I think it perhaps slipped her mind as she raided at the last second, maybe. Hey, it still happened, so you know. I forgot to mention the raid at the end, and last minute did the raid, and I hope it worked out. And it seems to have, because you're all here, so that's great. Welcome in. If you see any of her presentations, a must-have to watch be at. Oh, yes. Oh, oof. Yeah, really incredible quality. Just so much thought and effort put into something. It's such a nice thing to watch people put so much passion into their work. It's something that I really enjoy seeing as well. You're right about that, noob. I deserve all the raids. Thank you, Shirley. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I'm actually working on a Twitch project because I feel quite strongly about helping streamers. Obviously myself as well. And so I'm working on a real-time analytics product for Twitch. Oh my gosh. How is this possible? This is four raids. 4 raids in one. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. I guess Monday is just that sweet slot, isn't it? I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe this. Jay Walter, welcome in. How was your very short and efficient stream? Apparently you're taking us to TikTok. That sounds fascinating. Choo Choo Monday, indeed. It's going to be great for channel growth. Yeah, maybe. That could be. Labor Day celebrations. 23 minutes is too long, but I'm working on it. Wow, Jay Walter, that's gotta be a record. It's just gotta be a record. Alright, everybody, let's drop. Just to... No! What are you doing? TD, what are you doing? This can't be. No, you weren't live yet. No. Oh my gosh. Y'all are just... I don't even know what to say anymore. Y'all are crazy. There are chaos bits, so now is the time to drop. TD and another one. I know the reference. I know the reference. Oh my gosh, Gak, you managed to land. That's incredible. Drop Chaos. Data Dev, welcome. Hello, friend. Welcome in. Welcome back.
Put my favorite data. Information. Ones and zeros never lie.
Ones and zeros never lie. That could be like a slogan. Could be like a slogan, I guess. Oh, that trick never gets old. That trick never gets old. Thank you for the raid, noob. Hey, it's better than raiding an offline channel. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I cannot believe this ridiculousness. So I am building a real-time analytics product for Twitch. This is essentially how it's going to work. We get all the data we can about your channel. So you have like this app that you download or something. I don't know exactly. This is... This shall be known as the day of raids. Honestly, it's just I don't even know, like, nice and corrupt statistics. Yes, it shall be known as Twitch. Good job, you got 10 raids. Yeah, exactly. Like Twitch will be like in this how do you call it, like they send you these, you know, emails post stream. It would be like, congratulations. Oh no. Wait, Maximo? 2 people? How's that possible? This is the architecture essentially. Pulls up a complex diagram. We're going for a raid record. Bot fans. So I'm just gonna like start thanking everyone for raids. This is love raid. No, this is definitely a love raid, not a hate raid. 2 accounts. Oh gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah. So we basically, you will have the chance. I don't know exactly how it's going to look like yet, but you will run basically an app on your computer, which might need Docker, for example, to, you know, boot up all the functionality and stuff like that. But basically, you'll run an app. It will get all the data that it needs to, and then you will start. You will start your stream. Thank you, Jay Walter, for the second raid. This isn't skewing with Twitch's statistics at all. Build a resource-heavy Electron app. Yeah, like Slack, for example. Welcome in. What were you doing? Waiting in between raids, I think, is the answer. And once you have all that data, once this thing is running in the background, you would start your stream. You'd have a panel in OBS. I don't have any visuals for this, by the way. I'm going to do some mock-up at some point. And you've got this panel in OBS that says like, oh yeah, it's all good, it's running, all good. You know, you can start your stream now. You start your stream, and as soon as the stream starts, as soon as people are in your chat, whatever, it starts showing you analytics. So it will show you different things about what's going on in your stream. I did a 30-second vertical stream creating a 3D MMORPG in Assembler. Okay, Jay Walter, that sounds fascinating. You're a pioneer. So yes, Panda Poopums analytics, because, you know, it's like a lot of computational things, right? We're just creating some KPIs and stuff. This is very old school, definitely old school, Limon. So one of those things could be, for example, okay, just as an example, so it makes it a bit more real. I had a raid now from Shirley, That raid was how many minutes ago? 8 minutes ago. So it could be, right? This raid at 8 minutes ago, so around 9:50 local time for me, brought 15 viewers, of which this many percent are still in my chat 8 minutes later. Fiona moved to the other side of the room, but she's still facing the wall. That was like 7 raids ago. Who cares what happened 7 raids ago? But essentially, what this person I was talking to yesterday asked me was, what would they do with that information? I said, aha, that's the thing. Right now, Twitch doesn't even give you this information, right? Twitch should be in a position to say, hey, this is like the decay rate of your raid that you just got 10 minutes ago. But they don't do that for whatever reason. So we're going to do that. And I think it would be interesting to have that information, because then you can decide what you're going to do with that. Post-stream, this stuff will still be there. That information about that we collected from the stream will still be there. So you can go into like analysis mode after your stream. You can basically look at and say, hey, I got, 2 raids that stream. One streamer is very much like a co-working type stream, study stream, and the other is very like a programming focused streamer. And I was doing programming at the time, so naturally the programming performed better a little bit, but you can actually see exactly how it works. I should have a solid amount of raid data to play with by now. You're right, Jay Walter, I should definitely have. Yeah, Limo and Noob was trolling. That's for sure. A decay raid would be basically a hate raid, I guess. But yes, it's a decay rate. So you could calculate a rate of decay for each of the raids, for example. The thing that I'm most excited about is this feature here about key users. That is the one that I think has the most potential, because essentially stats, data, ones and zeros never lie. Essentially, what I think is really interesting is the fact that there could be someone watching me.
Garbage.
There could be someone watching me continuously, all my streams, but never chatting. But that person is just as valuable to me as other viewers. And it's kind of interesting how Twitch doesn't tell you about that person, especially if they're not a follower and not a chatter. Then Twitch basically regards them as garbage, which I don't think is right. Like, Twitch doesn't tell you anything about that person. So it would be really interesting to know, for example, hey, there's a user in your chat, user XYZ, this is their 50th time in chat, and you've only had 52 streams, so they've been here for almost every single one of your streams. What you do with that information is up to you. But personally, for example, I wouldn't hesitate to be like, hey, user XYZ, you've been here for most of the streams, so if someone were to ask you, like, what's my stream like, you would probably be able to give them a good explanation. MVP Commander Root. Yeah, obviously bots are excluded from that. That's a whole nother issue about, how to deal with oh, Fiona's in the toilet. We should definitely give her some privacy. Also, I think I've been very generous with the cam redemption. That's like doxing lurkers, yo. Yes, so it really depends on how you, the streamer, want to deal with that. But at least you have the information about what to do with it. It doesn't mean that you have to call out lurkers. I'm just saying it could also be other things like, for example, a particular user always tends to start really good conversations in your channel, right? And that's something that you can't really follow easily or remember easily as well. Guillaume, I would totally understand if you were to run away real fast if I was a lurker. If you were a lurker and I called you out. My feeling is the same. If I'm lurking in a channel, I don't want to be called out. But I think it can be done in a way that isn't creepy or calling someone out, right? I could also just use it from a statistical point of view and say, hey, there's like 5 people who have amazing watch time, you know, so you know, I can use it however I want, but that's the difference, is that I'm giving people an option.
Information. Ones and zeros never lie.
I'm giving people an option, because then they have the information, they can still choose what to do about it. Whereas, you know, Twitch doesn't give you that option. They don't give you the information. So yeah, Guillaume, if you're not much a lurker, yeah, I'm also not much of a lurker myself. I tend to just contribute in streams. But I do keep a lot of streams open during the day while I'm working. So, what are VIP commands? There are no VIP commands. There's only memes, but I'm not going to post them again because I don't want you to spam all the memes. Because I actually have to do some work today. It's like 1 hour into stream and we've gotten nothing done. Yes, garbage. We've gotten nothing done. It's been complete garbage. What can I say? Like, you've been distracting me, chat. We haven't done anything. I've just been explaining stuff. Did you, Alan, did you just add something to your bot to come with what do you mean bots are excluded? Yeah, I don't know how to detect bots right now. Twitch also doesn't know how to detect bots. I don't need to figure this out right now. The point is, I'm computing stuff because I'm a computer. And essentially here, what we have...
Garbage.
That was very impressive timing. TD. What we have here is not garbage. What we have here is actually pretty garbage, but basically this is my follower rate, okay? If you look at the new followers per time increment, thank you, Guillaume. Good project here. I hope you keep chat in check. You know, I have methods. I have a couple buttons here that I could use to, you know, make chat a bit less chatty. There's definitely ways to do it. J Walter versus T Drace and follower race counter. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Can you finish that in 15 minutes? Yeah, it has to be... J Walter's criteria is a 15-minute stream or less. In Darklang. Alright, chat, so... essentially, I have now this rate. And what I can do now is compute a rate. So this is like my, I don't know, let's call this follower table. Okay. Oh, I can't type today. So I have this follower table, and what I can do is start computing certain rates. And the way that I can compute that is basically, I can say, well, let's do, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger again. Let's make this, I could also do it here. I could actually do it in there, why not? Let's do final. Let's call this final, because we know it's not going to be final, but we'll call it final. Oh no. Oh, TD, what is this? Let's take a look at this. No, Twitch also doesn't know how to detect bots, so I don't need to figure this out right now. The point is,
Garbage.
I'm computing stuff, because I'm a computer. And essentially, compute. Yeah. Nicely done. Good clipping. Good clipping. Final V2 for real this time. Exactly. We should never call things final, but you know how it is. So, now that we have this, we can compute a essentially lag. So we'll do lag new followers over. We don't need to partition. We can just order by time interval descending as final v2b for now alpha. I like the name
I
suggestions.
think I am getting a text message.
Actually, you're right, White Panther. I am getting. Good message too. I feel like we've switched between Miro and data grip and then distracted by chat. that's a good summary of stream so far. VS Code's also open, actually. So lag new followers over order by time interval as follower rate, let's say. This is how it turns out, okay? New followers does not exist. Ah, that's why, yeah, that's why I wanted to do it down here. Because otherwise I have to mess with the count, and I don't want to do that. So lag new followers over blah blah blah. This is what we end up with, you see? This is the difference between the previous, right? This is how many... Or, well, sorry, this is the... This is the... How do I describe this? Oh, this is the previous field. Lag is by default 1 row. So you can see everything is shifted by 1, okay? So if we do that divided by new followers, and we'll have to make this a float so we get a number between 0 and 1. And now we have this follower rate, okay? So imagine that we had this rate. Have you considered using a transcript of your own voice as a data source? Panda, I'm very confused. I know exactly what you mean, but I don't understand what you mean. Does that make sense? Like, I understand the words, but I don't understand what you mean. Pink and purple disco light. Okay, let's change the colors here. Pink and purple. How do I delete that? Okay. Pink and purple. I'll try and... Let's see. There we go. Oh, Panda, that's what you mean. Logging what you say on stream to maybe see what users respond to, like using speech recognition API. Wow, that is really something. I had not thought of that. But I'm glad you suggested that, because we can put it into the suggestions. So these are just all the ideas for the moment. I'm going to actually just copy what you wrote. Logging what streamer says to see which users respond to what words. Okay. Steffi wants Fiona on the bunny cam again. Okay. She's probably done pooping. Let's find out. She's back in the spot again. She's back. Thanks for the lurk, noob. Interesting suggestion, Panda. And why are you throwing paper balls? Do you not like Fiona, White Panther? Be very careful with your answer. Be very careful with your answer. I have not banned anyone yet who's not a bot, but you could be the first one. There's nothing about... I would actually feel super powerful about banning a partnered streamer in my chat. Don't rabbits play with paper balls? Actually, yeah, mostly cardboard. They quite like cardboard or wood. The bot of Alan, please don't ban me. I should totally time you out. I said it more in the other direction, like which users prompt something you react to, but it works in that direction too. Oh, or chat transcript to see what words streamer reacts to. That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that the other way. Interesting. Can he be on the stream team if he bans you? I don't know. There's nothing in the code of conduct that says you can't ban another member of the team. I guess. You know I wouldn't do it. Just empty threats. Alright, so we have this KPI. Okay, so let's call this round rounded to 2 decimals. Oh, that doesn't work because this needs to be... I always have this problem. If anyone has ever been here when I've written SQL, they know I always get this issue, which is this has to be double precision for whatever reason. That doesn't work. Ah, you know what? We don't need to round. Why? We don't need to do it. It's fine. No problem. No problem. Cough playing with fire. Thank you, Alan. He'll be put at the bottom of the loser pile. Oh, that means there is a loser pile. Good thing I'm not in it. Alright, so we have this follower rate. Essentially, if the follower rate is 1, then we gain the same number of followers per week. Anything below 1 is negative growth, if you will. Anything above 1 is positive growth. Ideally, you want everything above 1, right? So what we could actually do is instead of showing a number, which would be very confusing for an end user, they wouldn't know what to do with this number. Like, is 0.3 or 1.3 good or bad, right? We can just do a case when. So this is where I would probably just do a hack version. I wouldn't actually deploy this in production like this, but we're going to do like this. We're going to do a nested query. Okay. We're going to do select star. Actually, we only need time interval, new followers, and assuming that for each streamer this isn't going to be by week. It'll probably be by hour. Excuse me. End of the song, TD, means that your redemption is coming up. So we'll do time interval, new followers, and then we do a case when. It's very easy. Case when follower rate is less than 1, then we say declining growth. Let's say decline. When... Oh, what's happening here? Come on. When follower rate... Remember, this is sequential, so we need to do it in the right order. When the follower rate is 1, then stagnation? Or what's another good word for stagnation, chat? Like the growth is... constant. That's better. This sounds better, doesn't it? And so, if it's not one of those, shouldn't your over clause be in the other direction? Do you mean, Panda, looking forwards? Oh, I see, because you would expect... No, wait. Let me finish the else, hold on. So else, if it's over 1, or else, we don't need to write the condition. So if it's less than 1, it's decline. If it is 1, it's constant. Else it's going to be decline increase. And as follower growth type. Oh, we don't need the quotes there actually. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put out the follower rate so we can debug this. If you look at the rate on the 12th of August, it should have a follower rate of 1. Ah. Did I write... I wonder if it's because... Yeah, that's correct now. Jay Walter is back for another short. Limon, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Hope to see you next time. Panda, thank you for spotting that. You're right that the rate here is constant, but somehow, wait a second, because 16 compared to 9 is an increase of 0.5. Ah, that's because I don't think we're doing a percentage comparison. Ian, get out of here with your spiders. Get out of here with your spiders. I don't think... Major fail. Yeah, because you didn't put the space. Rip, Ian. This is 1. Ah, right. No, sorry. This is correct. It's 9 to 16. No, but 9 to 16 is 56%. No, it's not correct. No. I know what the problem is. I've done this problem before. Percentage change. It's because percentage change formula. Sorry for 90 million lumens. I'm sorry. Wait, I have the remedy. I hope. Yeah, there we go. I've saved us. So if value 1 in this case was 9 and it went to 16, okay, 9 to 16, calculate, is a 77% increase. Gotta head out. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate you joining and your bot friend. Guess that means I gotta go to catch it later. I love how you're both like together. So it's v2 minus v1 divided by v1. Yeah, it should be 1.77. Exactly. So how do I get that to say 1.77? So it's going to be the new number, which is new followers. Hold on a second. Minus the old number. Minus lag. So that's, hold on, this. I gotta get rid of the float. It's causing problems. Divided by the old number. Divided by the new number, right? And we'll float this. I think the original direction of the over clause was correct. It was just shifted by 1 week. Why is it null? I think it's because it should be lead and not lag. Gulabi, you probably explained this, I guess, but how do you get the data? So I'm using something called Tau. Tau is currently running in the background. Let me just show you here. It's a good question. I'm currently using something called Tau. It was developed by Finite Singularity and friends. Oh, that's interesting. It's not showing in my Docker list. Okay, that's fascinating. Okay. But anyway, it runs a Docker instance. Tau, if you want the link, I have to put this in a command. I keep forgetting. Paste. Alright, so this is Tau. Basically to unify all the Twitch APIs. So if I go to localhost 8000, I basically have my Tau instance, which is running. And you can see here all the redemptions. So Tau actually stores a copy of the events, but what I've done is I've just gone and created requests that get the data for me. So get follower data does a request to the Helix endpoint from Twitch, but it's running through Tau. This is Finite's project, exactly. That's exactly what it is. So I've built my app on top of Tau. So I don't need to mess with all the Twitch API stuff. I was going to say a different word. So yes, that makes it a lot easier. I've actually run out of water. So before we go and tackle this time change problem, I'm just gonna go get some water, and in the meantime you can watch Fiona be cute. How about that? I'll be back in a minute. That was the wrong scene. Oh my gosh. J. Walter finished the follower race API and now TD is building the front end. That's incredible. Are they both on at the same time? That's really awesome. That's amazing. Super, super cool. Yes. So let's tackle this let's tackle this thing here because this is very weird. From what I know, lag, okay, if we just do lag new followers over, okay, with no order. Let's call this lag test. Let's call this lag test. Yeah, so this is getting the wrong number. That's why it's not working properly, Panda. That explains it. Apparently my internet connection is also a bit unstable. That's not very good. There's like a massive frame rate drop. Can everyone still hear me okay? Because that doesn't seem like a good thing. It seems like it's quite unstable. Don't know what's going on. Maybe there's some kind of internet issue. I meant to change to this one, by the way. Oh, now it seems like it's green again. Okay. Well, so follower rate, so you can see here. Ah, that's what the problem was. I used lag instead of lead. So if we do lead, do we need to order? Let's see, time interval descending. Order by, sorry. Is Maddie playing a slideshow? Yeah, what's with the bitrate stuff? Is it that bad? J. Walter? Is there something wrong with the connection? Chad? What's going on? Connection issues? Okay. Give me 1 second. So someone tell me if my connection is like playing up. I think there might be an issue with the internet connection. I'm not sure. I think there's like a massive bitrate drop, if I'm seeing this correctly. Yes, there's definitely some connectivity issues with my provider actually at the moment, it looks like. Let me just see if I can switch over. Chat is working for me. I don't know how understandable it is right now. I'm just gonna check. Video stats claim low latency, but bitrate is under 1K. Yeah, it's very low. It might be just a network hiccup. It's possible. We can also hear you. Okay, that's good. Let me just double check whether there's a service fault or if it's something locally to me. Everything on my end looks quite good, so it's most probably something nearby. Doesn't seem to be okay. There doesn't seem to be anything going on, so we'll just do the best that we can. I can see on Twitch that the bitrate is very bad. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna stop and restart the stream. Give me a second. Might have also just been a connectivity thing with Twitch. It's also a possibility. Does it... Okay, on my end, everything is looking a lot more green. So, chat, you tell me if things look better from your side. I hope that's the case. Boom, bitrate back at 6K. Nice. Okay. Then we shall continue with what we were working on before. Yeah, maybe it's like Twitch hiccup or something. So the issue was we did lag, and lag goes in the other direction. So it was lead that we needed to do. I keep forgetting that. So essentially, we've got here, new followers is 6 and lag test, so basically previous week in this case. Oh, right. Previous week. That's why I didn't want to change that. You see? Previous week was 8. So what we can do now is we can compute that metric, which is basically the new followers minus the previous week divided by the current week gives us a number. So for example, the previous week was 9. The new followers this week was 16, which represents a decline in growth. The follower rate here is 0. Okay, so we want to do, in this case, less than 0 is decline. If it's 0, it's constant, and otherwise it's increase. So here's decline, increase. Previous week was 6, this week was 8. Previous week was 8, this week is 6, decline. These are basically what you'd want to see, right? So you take these out, and what you have in the end is just these 3 columns. You would have your time interval, so the week, the week that we're looking at. You'd have the number of followers, and then you'd have the growth type, follower growth. Okay? And this is the information that we could put into a separate table. So we could actually write a new table which has time interval, which we should actually truncate that. Let's do date trunc time interval. I actually want to do as, let's call this week. Like this. I think that works. But I want to, sorry, I need to cast it. That's why it's not doing it. Cast time interval as date. I need to wrap that in the function, actually. I guess we lost a lot of viewers with my streamy issues, but that's okay. So now we have the week nicely formatted as a date. And this is what we're going to now input into our table. So we have there is a create table somewhere here. Where did I do that? So I don't know where I did that, but I did create a table previously. I guess what we can do is just create a table from this DDL. So we'll copy to database. And this is quite cool. If we go to here, tables, if it doesn't exist yet, where was this? I think you can create a new table from it. So it would be data, mic data face. You see here, now we have this import table. So what we can do is say, this is going to be in public, and we're just going to call it followers API growth, for example. Create table. Date, int 8, and text. Fine for me. Okay, so I think that's created the table now. No, it's still doing it. Okay, so you see that those 6 rows have now been imported. So if we go to followers growth, we can now see this is the table. So if I have here this compute follower data, now I don't need to do, I can do this computation once, right? Like I don't need to execute this every time. That's something we can figure out how often to do that. But essentially in the thing, drop followers. What does this do? Drop followers. Oh, that's where I filter the ones out that I don't need. And then write follower data. And here's the KPI thing. So essentially, instead of doing the KPI, we could actually do something like this. Let's take this function, get follower KPI. I want to take this and replace it. Oh gosh, that's a really big query. Also formatting is a bit tricky, but I think it's possible. There we go. So we have our massive query, and we'll need to like make a loop or something, but essentially what I would do is do an async function like this one. What if you want to look at different time intervals? Yeah, I mean, for the moment it's just a test thing, but we would have the data by hour, and then in the part where we actually fetch this data, we could have a switch in there, or based on a drop down, for example, that someone does in the app, saying show me by hour, show me by day, show me by week. I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities there. Definitely. But for now, we're just testing kind of the methodology out to see the whole stack from end to end, and then we can kind of see where we go from there. So async function, read follower growth, let's call it. And here we could pass, for example, here, like time filter, as an option, for example. When we call that function, and the time filter would be passed from the front end. That's just one possibility. So we need to do a read from this table, which is basically just a select from there. So we'll do let get follower growth equals backtick. I always get stuck with those backticks. It's a bit of an interesting format because you're writing SQL within a different context, but we're just going to do select. You should never do this anyway on a real database, right? But we'll obviously format this a little bit better once it's actually in production. But yeah, so we'll do select star from public followers growth, and we can actually take this and copy that and return result rows. And now we just need to call the read follower growth function. So instead of, let's just do like this. Let's do read follower growth. Okay. And now I will run the app again. Oh, that was the old one. Sorry, I hadn't saved the code. So there's been 2 new followers since we started. So the last one was, the previous instance was from the 6th at 11:38. So if we look here, that was the most recent follow. So now we have 2 more follows in here, Limoan and Lycan, you see? So every time it runs, it will just check that, which is fine. It's no problem for now. Obviously, the design of the app will be a bit different later. So now it checks. Aha, get follower KPI is not defined. What? Ah, right. We have to replace this. We renamed that. My bad. All right, here we go. So here, now we get the results, right? Decline, increase, decline, constant, right? And what we could do with that is this could be output to the front end. This is just a nice array of objects. So, or these are array items. These are array items. So it would be very simple for the front end to read from this, for example. And I think that's probably the easiest way to do it, to be honest. I don't really know much about front and back end stuff, but essentially I would now be able to build a front end on top of this function here to read the stuff that I've built into here and show like a chart or something like that. Obviously, this is comparing the follower growth to previous streams. What we would want to do is combine this with the current stream and your last stream, for example, and join that data together and something like that. So that's maybe something to try out next time, I guess. Yeah. So I think that is going to probably be it for today. I don't feel like going much further with this at the moment. I still need to think a lot about the sort of front and back end side of things. So I think we can probably call it a night. Sometimes if you plan on logging queries to the DB, it helps to do the queries through a proc. What's a proc, Panda? Not sure what you mean by that. I'm not familiar with the term, at least. Let's check who's around. Stored procedure on SQL. Ah, okay. I'm gonna write that down. Thank you for mentioning that. Where is this? stored procedure if executing the same query. Sorry, I started the thank you screen, but it's going to continue running, so I'll go over it in a second. So stored procedure, yes, that could be useful. Also, definitely from a performance perspective, that's something that I think could be interesting. As it's going to be running in your local database, in your local instance in Postgres, I feel like I don't know if it'll really be a performance problem. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much to all the new followers. Lycan, Limoan, Space Pajamas, ADHD Designer. I'm not going to thank Haas, that's a bot. Twitch 191020, Vonline9, LJ2 Shoes, Killer Codes, Cheese Lover, Rex Roof, Delvoid. Thank you very much for the follows, much appreciated. Thank you very much as well to White Panther and Gag for all the cheering. And of course, Ian doesn't appear here, but Ian, you're always very welcome to toot on my stream. We shall go and raid a good friend of the stream. That is T. Drayson. If you don't know him, you probably should by now. So I think that's going to be it for now. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you, Panda, and everybody else for being here. I appreciate all of you. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye-bye.